guys, once again, just arrived. So I haven't been around lately, been a bit busy now and again. I had a couple of sessions, but I'll tell you about that later on. Just arrived back down on the local park lakes. As you can see, fishing the opposite side this time. That's a swim that I normally fish over there. So got a social down here with a mate this time. So we're going to have a little go. It's looking quite good for it, it's going to be warming up. So yeah. Gonna get the gear set up in a minute, just gonna watch the water for a little while, see if I can see any signs of fish. And then I reckon we'll crack on as soon as he gets down here. So see you guys in a little while then, okay? Right folks, so got two rods out at the moment. I've got one on a choddy and one on a blowback. Just gonna put the other rod out now. I'm fishing quite close to a load of snags as well, so nice and tight along the edge of these snags. There's a couple of little pockets as well which I'm gonna put some rods in. Gonna go to the other side later on and bait up. So, oops, sorry about that. But yeah, I haven't been out on the bank that much, or doing videos in general really, because just haven't had the time, nothing's been happening, it's been quite cold, but it's really warmed up so far. We've seen 2 shows already, which is absolutely brilliant, you know. I ain't seen a show on here since ever really, so I'm going to get this rod out next. I'm going to fish it on a little helicopter rig. Quickly show you what I'm doing with this. Nice little 12mm, sorry, red squid tangerine bottom bait. And then I got a tangerine and butyric acid 10mm pop up on there, nice little snowman effect. Obviously carp craze foam nugget there, gardener mugger hook, nice and simple there, a couple of bobs of putty and a nice little 2 ounce, 1.5 ounce lead. So just going to dot that over that way and hopefully it'll bar a bite. But going to do a bit of pike fishing in a little while, got some dead baits, got some lures, so me and my mate are going to have a little plod around with them. See if we can't pull out a pike, there are a good few in here, so it'd be nice to see if we can get one. So I'm going to get this rod out now and then we'll get the other gear sorted out. Okay guys, just before I start pike fishing I thought I'd just put another rod out. I'm going to put a little solid bag out. Nothing too complicated there, I'll show you the rig later on probably when I redo it. Going to put it up to the other side almost, where the birds normally get fed. Little marathon mix in there and just a load of crushed pellet and all sorts of goodies in there really. So nice and compact, nice and tight, going to fold the corners in a minute as well. Then yeah, just going to put it out there. So without further ado, I reckon we'll get on with it. Alright. Alright then guys, so what I'm going to do quickly, I'm just going to quickly run through what I'm doing for my pike fishing. I haven't been doing much this year whatsoever, so just quickly here, I'm just going to be using little dead baits, sink and draw tactic. Got a nice little SSG shot down there, just going to let it drop a bit, reel it in a bit, twitch it now and again, try and tempt something up from the bottom, using little sprats here, so perfect little dead baits. Right, right here at the rod and everything else, be able to give you guys a bit more of a better view. So you can see that I'm using semi-barbed trebles and obviously a normal single hook on the top. That's got a barb and the section down here's got barbs, but it's just a lot more easier to unhook pike with. But yeah, once again I'm just going to go on have a few goes with this and hopefully it'll produce a pike. So yeah, get on with it. Okay then guys, just a quick little update. Thought I'd just tell you guys, I recently returned from the Brentwood Carp Show a few weeks ago and picked up a few bits from the gardener tackle stall, and I'm quite impressed with what I managed to get. I mean, got the choddy hooks once again. I've always been using these. They've got a really nice strong presentation to the hook, nice outturned eye. I think they're a puck hook in general, you know. They were on offer, 3 for £10, so thought I'd snap them up straight away. Going to be doing quite a bit of chod fishing hopefully this season on my new lake, because it's going to be quite weedy, so
but I'll definitely invest in some of them. Then onto to one of these casting gloves, another absolutely awesome product, you know. Quality as always with Gardner, and yeah, it's just totally outstanding what you get for the money. It's got a really nice leather reinforced finger section and a padded section in the hand, the palm of your hand, so the rod isn't going to slip on the cast or anything like that. Sorry about that, that was a bird. And but yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I was using it up at the number 1 at Walthamstow a few days ago. Unfortunately, it was such a slow day. Around 3 fish came out all in all, 2 out of the 1, and 1 from the lower. So it was a tough old day, but yeah, I'm gonna give that a go another time, I reckon. Then I got a good selection of silicons as well by Gardner. They do like a general pack of silicon. So you got your silt, gravel, weed, just covers all bases really. Once again, great stuff. I mean, you get loads more silicon than you would in like a quarter packet. You get around 30 pieces of silicon or something like that, and that'll just last you forever pretty much. And one of the final products I managed to get my hands on is this thing here. It's a Gardner waist stuff, and doubles up as well. So what you can do, I can undo it. There we go. It doubles up as both a landing net pole, and at the same time you can separate this if you wanted to. Just use it as a normal weigh bar. They come separately, but they really do adapt nicely, and it's ultra light, this pole, so you can really travel around with it quite easily. Put it in your quiver or your rod bag, and it's just ultra easy, ultra light, and perfect for any session, you know. And also it's got a fairly nice compact design to it. But yeah, it's been, you know, mate's been fishing quite slowly today, so we're going to hopefully see if there's going to be a fish during the night, and if not, we're going to head over to another lake on the park and hopefully produce a fish. So yeah, gonna hopefully see if you can see any shows sooner or later.
Okay then guys, well good morning. Sorry I didn't update you guys before I went to bed. It was fairly cold, it was getting even colder, and overnight the lake decided to give itself a layer of ice. At the moment it's all broken up. I mean, it's quite misty as well out here, but you can detect that on the water. I woke up and it's fairly icy along the far side, and all of a sudden, before you knew it, the mist settled in, and the ice just totally created a second skin. But I mean, it's not thick or anything like that. I think if I'll just quickly show you guys, I think it's just literally a few bits on the surface, but yeah, look at that. I mean, there's nothing really there. It's not really totally frozen, it's not created any thickness or anything like that. But yeah, very quiet night. My mate had to go home because he wasn't feeling too well, so hopefully he'll come back down sooner or later. But yeah, it was slow. I was hoping for a bite last night. It was looking totally, you know, really good. We saw a couple of shows yesterday. We had quite a few liners, so things were looking up. But it'd be nice for the sun to come out now and get rid of some of this ice, and hopefully warm the lake a bit more. But yeah, unfortunately the move isn't going to be on the cards probably, because he hasn't come back yet and his gear's still here, so it's one of them where I can't really move without him coming back and looking after his gear or something like that, you know. But yeah, sorry I haven't been updating you folks. As I said, well, I've been trying to get out on the bank, but they've only been really quick, short day sessions, and I haven't really had the time to try and do videos. You know, I've been trying to catch fish, but I'll try to do videos in between, and it just hasn't worked out, you know, so sorry about that, folks. But at least this time it's going to be a video, and hopefully produce a fish. I've got another night if I don't get too cold. Right now my feet are totally soaking wet because my waders, well, the other day I waded out, and we did a bit of spinning. That didn't turn out any good either, you know. I think a lot of places at the moment are quite dead. I don't know what's been happening. But spring's around the corner, so that's a bit of optimism right there. I think that should definitely produce a few good fish. And got a new syndicate I'm joining as well, so fingers crossed. I reckon that's going to produce a real nice head of fish over there. But yeah, gonna probably get some food done next, or maybe even just recheck the rods. So yeah, crack on then. Right, so just been trying to smash up some of the ice with a little half-ounce lead. Got a slightly heavier lead. I'm going to try that in a little while, but been managing to get through a bit of it, but not all of it, because there is actually a lid over the entire lake right now. Not very thin, but bring over here. As you can see, this it's thick enough slightly, so I mean it's just quite a thin film layer in more or less of a factor. But I kind of struggle with my little spinning rod, but just got to tell you that some of the spinners that I'm using, I've always found red and white to be probably one of the best colours you can ever use for spinners. This is a little Abu Garcia spinner. It's called a Shab, and that you can do, it's got an adjustable beak on it, so you can adjust the depth that it dives at. Diving lures can often be the most effective ones I've always found. Floating ones as well, they're quite good. I mean, the floating diving ones I've always had success on. Colours such as gold, silver, obviously the red and white just here, they're all perfect, you know. And another really important thing when pike fishing is a large mesh net. If you get trebles in the net, it's going to be such a hard thing to get out, whereas one of these nets, you haven't really got the risk of getting a treble stuck in because you've got such large mesh holes, and the mesh isn't even, you know, it's not as soft as you can imagine, but at least it doesn't, it protects the pike at the same time as it doesn't get any trebles messed up in the net, so you can quickly release the pike and still enjoy your fishing. So I'm going to get back to doing some of this now on this very, very dreary looking lake. Alright guys, so once again the light's starting to fade. It's gone up to 6 o'clock now, 5:45. So yeah, in a few more minutes almost, that light will well and truly disappear. We moved swims now. We were on the other side originally, came to the beach swim now. So now we're fishing this side. But we're going to see how this pans out. We had a crazy guy earlier on jump in the lake and start swimming between our lines. It's quite interesting. But yeah, we're gonna see how this all pans out tonight. Hopefully it'll produce a fish. If not, we might even do the next night as well. But we might go on to another lake for that. Try and get a fish out, you know. So yeah, let's crack on with that, guys. Okay. Alright then guys, so once again it's morning. Just packing up really. Thought I might go to another water, but I look feeling kind of knackered. I mean, I had a good night's kip. Got quite a lot of tufties last night, but yeah, it wasn't easy again, you know. This lake, I think it's going to be a miss for now. Might come back to it in the spring maybe. But I got a new syndicate, as I said. Might go back to stow as well, get back on the lure again. See how things work out, you know. But cheers for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Check out the Gardener products. Check out BM Baits, Carp Craze, and Lee Valley Customs, guys. And hope to see you guys again soon. Probably going to head to Birds Green during the week. Get a quick nighter in over there. And yeah, should be able to produce a few over there, I reckon. So see you soon, guys.